Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the Shadow Alolan Marowak in the Great League. And right now you're going to be able to evolve your Cubones into the Marowak and of course your Shadow Cubones as well into the Marowak if you're in the current event and if it's like 10 AM already for you. Which, yeah, for me of course it is now because I'm from Germany and my time zones are a little bit earlier than like those from, for example, the US. So when you see this in the US, it's most likely not out yet, but 10 AM for the last event, Alola to Alola or whatever the event is called. Yeah, you can go ahead and evolve your Marowaks, and even if you have a Cubone right now that has pretty decent IVs but is still frustrated, still evolve it definitely and give it an elite TM later because it's definitely worth it. Like, you don't want to miss this chance. This Pokemon is amazing. I completely blown away how good this Pokemon is. Literally, it's such a good upgrade to the normal version. It's so much better in my opinion. Like, there is nothing really that is. Look at this, by the way. Here we completely destroy the opponent basically with our Marowak. As we can go, we should have went for the Bone Club here, but my opponent actually gets to the move before, which I didn't expect. But we can still go for one serve here with the Tapu Fini. The team that I'm using here right now is of course inspired by Though Tactical's season 1 team, I think it is, which was basically in the meta for 4 or 5 seasons later. Still kind of dipped out right now, but it's actually still okay and it works out pretty well here. The thing is, of course, we don't have the Azumarill in the lead because it would be a little bit too lame for us. We have the Tapu Fini, which is the same typing, but of course a little bit different moves, but still worked out pretty well. If you don't have Tapu Fini, just use Azumarill in the lead and you're totally fine. There's literally no problem with this. Saber as Say-Swap is kind of important, to be honest, here as well. Against Empoleon, it was very, very nice. But yeah, Marowak gonna be able to counter this Venusaur pretty easily. The thing is with Marowak, the damage boost for the Fire Spin is the most important part here, I think. Fire moves in general are not really getting resisted by anything in the meta right now. Means having a Shadow bonus on this is very, very nice. So yeah, you see here already, Alolan Marowak worked out really, really well for me. I had great success with this, and most games I lost because of Niantic. Honestly, the game was in the worst state I have seen it for, I don't know, half a year or something. Literally, it was so bad. I had so many third shields against me. I had so many times where the game just lagged completely, where it sometimes not even simultaneously, and I just basically got 5 quick moves from my opponent in before I can swap out. It was really, really awful. It was completely horrible to play, and I still went positive in every single set, and I think I went 4-1 twice and one time 3-2. Which I think is totally fine for the games that I played here, because it was honestly horrible. It was completely unplayable. And it wasn't fun at all, but yeah, you're gonna see most likely some more of it. I had to cut out some games at the end, which were mainly, I think, wins from me. So you don't see all the wins I had with this team as well, just because I played 3 sets and they were a little bit too long for that. So yeah, we see the Empoleon here going down to our Tapu Fini, and the Altaria can KO with the Moonblast. Yeah, good game there. Moonblast gonna be able to destroy this Altaria. As we go into the next match, you have Tapu Fini against Araquanid. And this is a pretty decent matchup. Usually we can go for the Moonblast here and we can get to the Moonblast before my opponent. I know that one time the Moonblast also only got a little bit damaged because of the third shield glitch again, but this time around it actually went through. Very nice. Thanks, game. As we can get a shield from the Saber, and we try to catch the return. Do we catch the return? Nope, we catch the foul play. My opponent baited me there, but sadly, I would have loved if you went for the return. That would have been really, really cool, catching a return on the Ghost type. But still, we're going to be able to realign our Pokemon. And this is the cool thing about Fire types in the current meta with Araquanid. You can just go into them and you should be able to wall them, but my opponent just decides to go into the Registeel anyway. So I take this. I can go for 1 Bone Club. I should shield this. I do shield this. They go for the Zapkin, and I should be able to go for some nice Bone Clubs here again. This Bone Club should get the shield, and I should get to the next one in time. I actually don't, and I have no idea how my opponent got to the moves that fast. But we can swap out, we can go for the Moonblast, and we're gonna be able to win this game pretty easily with our Tapu Fini at the end here. Good game to my opponent, and yeah, honestly, definitely try to get one. I'm gonna get 2, I have 1. This is actually, you see the IVs on the side for me. The IVs on the side looks really good for me, but I actually have even a better one, which is frustrating. But I'm definitely gonna evolve this one as well. and maybe have like one version for Hex and one version for Fire Spin. But yeah, like right now, this thing is definitely something you want to invest in. Like, honestly, this thing is amazing. I usually give an honest opinion. For example, for Tapu Fini, I say it's cool to have, but you don't really need it. But like this thing you need. Like, honestly, it's such a good Pokemon. It's such a good update. And yeah, like we're gonna be able to go into the Marowak here, and we completely messed this game up. We would have won this game as well, but this was my mistake. They have a Shadow Victory Bell, and I have no idea why they didn't go into the Shadow Victory Bell against my Tapu Fini. If I just went for Surf here, or if I went for the Moonblast here, I would have been able to win this game, because the Lickitung would be either like shieldless, or would have had like anyway, like right now the scenario that it had less health left, where I could have farmed them down. But like this, we're gonna lose this game, because of course the Shadow Victory Bell didn't come in there, and I just predicted my opponent doing the normal play, but my opponent just 5-hitted me and went into the wrong Pokemon. Very cool from them, but good game there. Like, definitely worked out for them. Oh, I think this game was also one which completely bugged out on me. Let's see real quick. We see the Ariados going for a lunge, totally normal. Oh wait, he swaps in the Ariados, and it was actually the Umbreon. Thanks, game. Literally said, let's go Ariados or something. Like, I find it so crazy. Like, how can this happen? Like, how can you have Ariados with the Legion swap in an Ariados? Very nice. But yeah, okay, it was an Umbreon. Didn't really matter anyway, he caught the move. It was just visual, all fine. But we see here now, we can go for like Surf or whatever. They go for the Psychic, they're gonna swap out actually, and I want to swap out here. Let's go. And you see how low my Tapu Fini is there. I think he got like 5 or 6 free quick moves in there while I tried to swap out, and the game just didn't let me. It was amazing. At this point, this game is over. Like, there is not a lot that I can do anymore. My Marowak gets to low health. I cannot really, like, there's not anything that I can really do here anymore. Thanks for not letting me swap out in time. I mostly would have been able to just farm down the Ariados otherwise, but he had too much energy that he was already, like, so loaded up on moves that there's nothing I can do anymore. I just, like, at this point, I just forfeited, and there was nothing I can do anymore. Good game there. We have Araquanid in the lead. Very nice. Also, by the way, I see it all over Twitter right now, the weather problems. It's not my internet or anything like this. I see it everywhere, literally. And yeah, it's just horrible. I also saw it in the comment section of the last video where everybody else had the same issues. I don't know, like, we're the last week of the interlude season to fix the game, and the game is at the worst state of it all. Like, I'm just laughing about it, to be honest, but it's fine. We can go for some foul plays against the Diggersby there. Like, we cannot change it. Like, I can completely be like, oh wow, this game is broken, we're never gonna do anything anymore. Like, I think they're gonna fix it eventually, because like they are trying right now, at least. Like, we know that they have like a big team behind it, and they try their best. Right now it's just not like, right now it's just like not in a good state. But it's just funny, because like, we can only laugh about it. Either like you quit and don't expect that anything changes anymore, or you laugh about it and are hopeful for the future. I'm still hopeful for the future, because I know that they're working pretty hard on it, and I know that a lot of people who have talent and whatever are trying their best right now. It's just a very difficult topic. I just hope that they find a solution for it, because I definitely think they're gonna find a solution for it. Main reason is also right now, by the way, if you saw like the regionals and how many people watch the regionals and how much hype around the regionals there are, there is no reason for them ever to not put Pokemon Go PvP into the next regionals and the next internationals and the next worlds again, because the hype is there, the people that watch us, they are there. Like, everything is basically set for the esports and everything that's really like important there. So like, yeah, like, I don't really expect that they're ever gonna go down from Pokemon Go, and I'm pretty sure that also like Niantic gonna try to fix the game, and it should work out eventually, but definitely not at the end of the interlude season, which is kind of sad, because I thought this was the reason for the interlude season, but I guess I was wrong. Who knows? But we can go for some nice moves here with our Sableye against the Stunfisk. We can go for some more foul plays, and we should be able to do some nice damage against it, and they survive with 1 HP in a dream. But this is only a rock slide, of course, as we're gonna see the Diggersby coming in here. We can go for 1 return, and this return gonna be able to do a lot of damage here, which is nice. We're gonna swap on trying to catch the Earthquake. They throw the move, and it's gonna be the Earthquake, which is amazing for us because, like, yeah, Earthquake was exactly what we wanted to catch. And we see my opponent going for another move here, the Fire Punch. We can still go for one foul play. They swap out into their Araquanid, and we have only our Marowak left, which gonna have to take some Bubble Beams here. But of course, those Bubble Beams are only, like, it's super effective, but like they are really, really weak move. And we can go for some Bone Clubs, and you're gonna see here, even though this thing it's still half health, we still gonna be able to win this match pretty easily, just because of the spamminess, just because of the damage that we still do thanks to the Shadow bonus. This is basically all amazing and working out pretty well for us here, as this Bone Club comes through, and we're gonna win this game. Next up, we're gonna have the Swampert in the lead here, which you're gonna be able to kind of counter well with this Pokemon. I'm gonna try to catch the Sludge Wave, I think, here later on. I don't know if it works out. They throw, but they throw later. Like, there's no Sludge Wave, definitely not. It's Hydro Cannon, yeah. I know that there was a game that I caught a Sludge Wave as well, but I'm not sure that's still in there because it was one of the later games, so it might not be in there yet. We also won the game definitely from that. But yeah, we see the Stunfisk here getting the KO on me, but it's fine. I'm just gonna shield it up here because I know that I can farm down. And one Earthquake, of course, does some damage against me. So we're gonna be able to now farm down. We see the Swampert coming back in. We can go for one Surf here. My opponent most likely gonna shield this up because they want to go for the Sludge Wave here. And they swap out into their Trevenant, and at this point we lose the game. Or can we go for the Bone Club here, maybe to get the last shield? Oh wait, the game is completely busted and everything just dies on me, and they can go for the Shadow Ball before, which is not supposed to happen, but yeah, good game, very nice played, very, very cool. Thanks for working well. We see the Medicham in the lead here. We're gonna try to catch the Psychic here, as our entire team is good against Medicham. We swap in, we catch the Psychic, nice waste of the energy. We see the Drapion coming in, and we're gonna play this game basically perfectly, I think. Like, I don't know if we win this game, but I know that we play this game perfectly. We can go for one foul play here, trying to get the shield from my opponent. We get the shield from my opponent. We're gonna shield this move up, as we're gonna try to get their last shield with this return now, but we're still gonna bait there. We just want to get the next foul play off on him as well. We get the last shield, we can go for the foul play, and we know we have one Surf stored onto our good old Tapu Fini, which gonna be able to KO the opponent's Drapion. Good game there. We see the Medicham coming in there, as we can go for one Moonblast here against the weirdly incoming Walrein. I'm fine with this. Thanks with this, as we can go for a Surf here, and I think this even KOs him. It does KO him, and like, yeah, there's not a lot that my opponent can do anymore. We just gonna let the move go. It's gonna be the Ice Punch. We can go into the Goat, as this thing gonna be able to take any move anyway. This is a nice Ice Punch. My opponent surrenders, and this gonna be a good game. Next up, Altaria in the lead. Definitely a decent lead for me. We can go into nothing right now, as they go into the Toxic Rogue. We can go for one Surf here. Of course, we could go into the Marowak, but the thing is, of course, the Mud Bomb gonna be super effective against us, and we don't really want this. So they're gonna go here for the Mud Bomb, which we're gonna shoot the second one, so we don't get farmed down afterwards. As we can go for one foul play, which gonna finish off the opponent here. And the thing is, we can also still go for one return here against this Altaria, which gonna do a massive amount of damage, which puts them into a Surf range after some more damage from the Water Gun, which gonna be amazing, as Surf is a very cheap move. And we see some lag coming in. What a surprise! And now we can go for the Surf and KO this thing. Let's see what they have in the back. I would expect a Registeel, and it is a Registeel because I needed something for Charm users, of course. As we can go for the Bone Club now, and like, this game is over. We can easily survive one move. I just want to hope that my opponent surrenders here now. They do things, that's why I let it go, because then they see, okay, it didn't KO. Some people might think, oh, we're Shadow, maybe it KOs. No, it doesn't. Like, we can still easily take one. There is like the matchup against the Registeel, of course, you get more damage from the charge moves, but you do also more damage. It's way more consistent, way easier now. So like, it's like, the thing is so amazing. Like, the upgrade, the Marowak got, it was just insanely good. So we can go for some foul plays against this Altaria. We can go for another one, like Saber is on fire here, gonna be able to win back switch advantage. The Swampert comes in, which means we can align our Pokemon perfectly. The game is broken, which means we can still go for one foul play here. For whatever reason, we should not be able to get there, but thanks game. I love it. yeah, like I'm not gonna say anything about the state of the game right now. We see the Registeel in the back, and this game is over basically because we can just let this move go. There's nothing that they can do really, and I think I actually kind of misplay this game at the end here if I'm not wrong. I'm gonna try to farm all the way. No, I actually go for the Bone Club. I actually think. Wait, no, I'm gonna farm down here, true. And I was like, okay, maybe you can farm me down with Mud Shots. Turns out we are the GOAT. We can still go for the Shadow Bone. And the Shadow Bone gonna put him into range for some Water Guns, and we win this game pretty easily. Into the last match, I definitely wanted to include this one, as this is basically the mirror match that you kind of would expect to see, because this is like those team from Season 1 just perfectly, because we have like now the Shadow Marowak on my opponent's part as well. We have exactly the same team. I expected this as soon as I saw the Sableye, so I played for this as well. I saw the Sableye here now. I'm gonna go for the Surf, which should put him into a range where I can farm down maybe with my own Sableye. But I actually was then thinking of going for a little bit of a different route here. We're just gonna go for the foul play. We should get the shield from my opponent, as you're gonna see here. And we're gonna go now for the no shield, and we're gonna also go now into our Tapu Fini again, because we expect the opponent to go into their Azumarill again, so we can go for the Surf here, and we can swap out now to the GOAT itself and get some energy advantage in front of their opponent's Shadow Marowak. We can go for the Bone Club. If they shield this, they lose this game. And they lose this game, as I can get to my Shadow Bone in time, and we're gonna be able to win this game. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a great rest of the day. Get this Shadow Marowak. Definitely, it's such a good investment. Bye.